today we are going to continue our theme of dropping in and visiting with our people who very generously give us a Fob Friday discount. And today we're going to go and visit with Derek at Millstream, which is a wonderful store at the end of Winslow Way. So welcome, Derek, and we're glad to see you. And I'm happy to, if you could just show us what you have in your store. And we're grateful for you for being part of our Fob Friday group.
Thank you. I'm actually really honored that the Senior Center has actually highlighted Millstream. So welcome, everyone. Yeah, so where to begin? We've got a lot to show. So I'm actually the new owner of Millstream. Just to give you some reference, there's a lot of people that actually haven't been out because of the pandemic. With my glasses, and so I'm actually. Oh my goodness, there's just so much to like unpack. But right around June and July, the store was actually closed. We were really close to losing it. I actually saw Karen King's post on Facebook, and then actually told me that there was a flash sale happening, and that the store was looking for a new owner. And that's where the little light bulb just went off, and thought about, hey, what if I continue carrying the torch for Roger? The store means so much to a lot of people. To me, it's got a lot of memories. I've actually got a lot of gifts from the store, and it's all about the story. So I definitely saw myself getting really involved with I guess, the whole store as is. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you. This is actually, we're right now in the gallery. We're actually turned this into a rotating gallery featuring artists not only from Bainbridge Island, but also Pittsburgh County. We go anywhere from Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Vancouver, and all up the Salem Sea. We represent a lot of TNW. We're actually keeping the same thing as what Roger introduced, like artists and creation. We want to make sure that we actually continue that in this store and gallery. So, sales can be going next. I'll go ahead and show you some of the paintings that we actually have. This is actually our featured artist, which we're really proud to have actually been bringing into the store. It's Christopher Matthew, and he actually paints a lot of really old stuff. Really relevant in the gallery.
Derek, we can't hear you very well. Would it be possible for you to take your mask off? Are there other people in the store at the moment?
There are currently no people in the store. Sorry. Okay. Oh, much better.
That's much better. Thank you. Yeah.
I see a customer, but we actually keep all the windows open. We on a day like today, we've got a lot of sun. We got a nice breeze going. We make sure that we keep everything open. We want a nice ventilation, to protect us and actually to protect all of our customers. That's very important. And even in the winter, which we're right now, towards the end of winter, we've been kind of freezing ourselves, in rain, snow, wind, or even hot weather. We've been basically opening up all our windows, which we're very fortunate that the store has a lot of doors. And that's something that's completely different from the previous Millstream that because a lot of the windows, well, it was pre-pandemic and there was no need to open all the windows. But yeah. And where do you guys want to go next?
So tell us who the artist is, because we missed that part of your presentation.
So I'm going to go ahead and take you back to some of the really cool paintings that we actually have in the gallery. So we actually have Christopher Matthew. He's actually one of our featured artists that we've actually added since my new ownership. It's just been wonderful. I actually know him personally. I started collecting some of his pieces. And so when he found out that I wanted to create part of the store into a rotating gallery, he immediately asked me, would you like some of our pieces? And I was like, yes, please. And so it's been a really nice fit to the store. He actually paints stuff that, that Roger brought into the store, and the next vision where I actually want to take the store as well. We already showed you some of the heron pieces that are mixed in with some of our fun pottery pieces. Here. Past the tripod, and then we go into sailboats. Christopher Matthew does a lot of fun stuff that I think just fits Winslow and all of Bainbridge Island from both. A lot of sailors have actually connected with his pieces. A lot of fun seascapes that we actually have. He also paints a lot of animals. So a lot of PNW animals from crabs to shorebirds. We're going to go ahead and zoom in one. You guys can all see. It's beautiful stuff. And you may not hear it right now, but we are continuing in Roger's footsteps of playing like certain tracks to kind of remind you of the beautiful PNW what Roger introduced us. And that was like shorebirds, forest ambiance, just zen-like music on most days. And part of the gallery, I really want to, I'm so proud of this artist, actually. This is an artist that Roger got me started in. This is actually Byron Ives. He's actually on Mercer Island. So we're continuing to carry all the same shorebirds, all the hand-carved creations that were once in the store. I think that was very important to continue in Roger's legacy. Those are like fun little gifts that are reasonably priced. I'm going to go ahead and hold one so you can kind of see just the talent from this artist. And you may have seen these birds in the store, and you'll be seeing more of them. So, fortunately, in the holidays, like these little guys have actually been finding homes, so they've been taking flight. Mixed into the gallery, we have like a forest of jewelry. So one of the things, I was never into jewelry, and now with the store, like I love it, and I completely understand why Roger really liked, you know, bringing in jewelry from the Pacific Northwest. So we'll go from different brands. I remember Emerald Fox jewelry here, beautiful emerald gemstone. I went ahead and actually introduced a new color. We've got now Twilight. They actually look a little lavender. It's pretty nice. And so these make just great gifts. We also have a lot more studs because we know that people are with face masks. So we've been getting a lot of customers that have requested, ooh, can I get like ear studs? Because anything that dangles makes it really problematic, especially if you forget you're wearing a face mask. You kind of, you know, I'm pretty sure you ladies have that issue. So we're bringing a lot more studs. They're made in the Pacific Northwest. We're bringing a lot of sterling silver jewelry, which I just love. And so this is actually Moon Raven. It's actually mixed in with.
Can you get closer with the camera?
There you go. Can you see it now? So this
yes,
one's actually,
that's much better.
This is actually a landscape ring, Mackenzie Jewelry, Olympia, Washington. I remember these rings being in the store for so many years, and so we're continuing to just increase the line and bring in more variety. Right here in the very back, I'm gonna go ahead and move these guys. We've got some adorable PNW creatures for anyone who loves owls. Like a little barn owl head, just cute little pendant. I've got like right here, little fox. Sometimes we get requests, and you can still come to the store, and if you don't see something, let's say you're shopping for your loved one who loves ravens, well, as long as you talk to me or any of the reps, just like Roger did, we try to show you all of our collections of ravens. If we don't have it, we can actually order it. We'll talk to some of our artists and see what they're creating in the studio, which makes it really fun. So we're always like, searching for all animal things, from like jewelry to paintings to carvings to glass to copper to wood and all that. So yeah, so we're just gonna go a quick skim through all the jewelry. You guys have inspired me to actually make more videos. So after this video, we're gonna go ahead and step it up this spring and create more videos so you can actually see all of our jewelry without having to step foot in the store. Because you can always do online shopping, and then you can do a pickup. We want everyone to be safe and to shop safely, and I know everyone, avoids the crowds on weekends. So this is all new line jewelry that we actually brought into the store. This is Elle Greenwald Jewelry. And this is Tamara Kelly Designs, part of our higher end. So she does reticulated sterling silver pieces all back here, which is pretty fun. Excuse my fingers. I use a lot of hand sanitizer these days, so my fingers are pretty beat up these days. There you go. So reticulated silver, and it just looks like sculptured silver pieces, which is really nice. And I'm going to go ahead and bring you on this side. I brought in this potter. Like, wait a minute. Okay. And we've got like some pottery, which is just awesome, just in time for like Mother's Day. This is actually a potter from Montana called Indie Koi Pottery. They not only make vases, they make higher-end lamps, they make sinks and so on. You can kind of see their beautiful work, just the detail in this when the light hits it. You can use it for functional or just decor, hang it on the wall and so forth. We're also bringing in woodworkers. I loved coming to Millstream to check out the boxes that Roger would bring. I actually know this artist. You may know her too. Her name is Jeannie Grassi. I'm going to go ahead and open one of her creations. This is actually mixed wood. Now, I can't tell you all the wood she actually put behind this creation, but this box has a little story that'll tell you what she used and so forth. It's also signed, which is pretty cool. Jeannie Grassi is a piano tuner here on the island. She's well connected to the EPA. She actually lives in the Winslow Grange, so she's very local. She's like right down the street. So we're very happy to actually bring a lot of her creations into the school. I'm going to take you through this part of the gallery. It's more of Christopher Matthey's works, and we're going to go, after this sailboat, we dip into Chuck Bloomberg, who's our other abstract painter, more on the less representational pieces we're bringing into the store. So we'll start from this guy. Just stunning pieces. I mean, if you remember seeing these regattas that are going to start happening, it just takes you away. So just really fun pieces. We're bringing in some color because of the winter. We get these cloudy, dark days. So we wanted to bring in these just beautiful colors that Chuck actually recreates. And so Chuck and Christopher are actually partners. They paint in the same studio. So a lot of their pieces, some of their colors are similar. Some of their tones could be similar, but both different styles. Christopher Matthey is more on acrylic, and then Chuck Bloomberg's more on oil. Just both fascinating. We have a lot of sockeye salmon in the store, and we're going to continue having a lot of sockeye salmon in the store. That's another, piece that Roger introduced to the store, and that means so much to us. One of the pieces that we brought in, well, actually, I didn't bring this in. The artist popped into the store. Her name is Ainsley Walden, and one day noticed that we didn't have any of her work. So she was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to send you exactly what I sent Roger. So a lot of the artists have also been quarantining just like you. And as soon as they open up their studio, or as soon as they come back out, they'll send me some of their beautiful pieces. This is actually like a raku piece. I'm gonna slip my mask back on. Sorry. Hi there, if you don't mind, I'm just doing a video for the senior center. And this is actually a raku fish piece, which is awesome. So this is actually the larger piece, signed by Ainsley Walden. Just masterful work. Really fun pieces. I've seen certain customers just decorate their wall with sockeye or rainbow trout. So these are actually a pretty good hit. It almost feels like I'm in Pike Place Market when I sell these, because I'm packaging them up and just give them to people and they just walk around town with their faces. Kind of great. We're bringing in some cool new artists. How can I forget the tables? I'm not going to forget about the tables. This is actually an artist that Roger has brought in. Roger loved his tables. We're continuing to bring his creations. The video may not do any justice, but when you walk in here, it's almost like you're getting a slice of the PNW, or like it's very natural. And this is like an epoxy table. We've got several epoxy tables around the store. One with an actual Bainbridge map on it, which is pretty cool. The silhouette. And then we've got a new artist who has actually been making tables. Okay, customer's gone. I'm going to slip this off. Oh, so much better. So this is actually an artist who is in Polsbo. He started creating these tables for us. You got to just check this out. It's a wide shot. Hopefully I won't break anything, but it's kind of a cool articulating coffee table if you have a rustic furniture, home decor. The cool thing about Millstream is that any of these big pieces in the gallery, if you are living on the island or Seattle, we will go ahead and let you, not fully commit to the piece, but just kind of be at the root of your decor. You could bring pictures of your home, makes it easier for us to kind of mix and match if it goes with your home. But yeah, we get a lot of happy customers that way, which is nice.
Jerry, that table, you must show them the wine barrel underneath, which is can be used for storage.
Oh my goodness, so the wine barrel, look at this. You can just put stuff, guests are coming in, you just push it into the wine barrel. Like I've got a pillow in here, kind of cool, and then it just closes up. You can stash it on, whiskey, whatever. So, and as you can see, we've got actually scattered all over the store, which is pretty cool. We still carry native prints. They're actually really hard to keep in the store. People love decorating with native prints. They go anywhere from $22 without framed. Framed is $42. You can really, we're continuing to work with Kathy Thurston. I loved her work. So did Roger. And a lot of the customers just connect with their pieces. Right now, because of the Seattle Kraken, the octopus is a big hit. So you can actually take one of these, give it as a present, or decorate your own home, which is nice. We're actually having a lot more glass work in the gallery. So this is actually a studio that I brought in. This is a Thompson studio, family owned. We've got like our own little octopus. I don't know if you saw that documentary on Netflix, but just that kind of inspired me to bring in more octopus into the store. Just smart, brilliant animals. Just pretty cool. We're also bringing you some glass pieces. This is Darlene Nixon has always wanted to be in the store. The pandemic hit, and unfortunately, she wasn't able to bring any of her pieces. Now we're actually bringing her pieces now that we're reopened, which is really nice. We're still working with our coppersmith that Roger had brought into the store. Just love his pieces. In the springtime and summertime, you can check out some of his fountains that sit outside. Just, they're just bright and just really cool pieces to flare up your home. All right. So continuing to the glassware, we're also bringing artists who do a lot of engravings. This is actually Jaguar Art Studio from Eugene, Oregon. Really fun stuff. Again, we're working with a lot of octopus. We just love it. I know Roger wasn't a big fan of octopuses, so that's kind of a little bit of me coming into the store, still wildlife and the PNW, and just kind of working with it. We're bringing a lot of herons too, if you notice. There's one right there. This just makes like a beautiful present. The engraved heron bomb. And Sal's going through our Christmas ornaments. Our Christmas ornaments never go away. There's always a little small section for them here. This is Glass Eye Studio in Seattle. We have a long-standing relationship with them. We carry more than a dozen like ornaments at a time, all the time. So you can actually buy ornaments year-round. Priya Veda is from Seattle. It's the jeweler that I actually brought in. Works with gold and sterling silver. Check out this cool collection, Catherine Sherwood. If you're ever in doubt on what to get your loved ones, Catherine Sherwood's collection. This is actually all from her own garden. So she grows it. She's a master gardener, and then layers the flowers and presses them into glass. And it is silver plated, which is pretty cool, long lasting, and just really fun pieces, especially for like spring. So that's a I know actually how much Roger loved Catherine Sherwood and talking about her collection. This is actually probably one of our best sellers in the store. So we're always, continuing that relationship. Just really fun pieces. Let's see here. Here's the Bainbridge table. Sorry, covered up by the. Oh, yeah. I can check for you. Hold on, guys. I'm going to go ahead and pull away. Sal's going to keep giving you the tour.
Derek, we've lost your voice.
I think Derek's with the customer.
He has to go to the room really quickly.
Well, could you please show us the wonderful cushion that you've got that's got Bainbridge Island on it, as well as the table?
Oh, great. So yeah, so we put stuff at Catherine Sherwood stuff. Her collection, I don't know how she does it. We got a lot of talented artists in this store, and that's kind of what makes it fun. It doesn't even make this job of a shopkeeper a job. It's I'm going to take you just one through this side of the jewelry. Our jewelry continues to gemstones. If you love gemstones or know someone that loves it, like check out these bad boys. This is Jim Hayes' collection. Also a long-standing relationship with the store. Just amazing work. Brought in the new one, Arepa Jewelry. And so they also work with gemstones. And this is actually a weaving. So they weave gold and sterling silver into the gemstone. And that's basically what holds it up. I don't know if you can zoom into that, which is just, it's impressive. So that's the back side of it, which is really nice. We're also carrying a lot of pearls. So this is actually the Tamara Kelly design with pearls mixed in with Mackenzie jewelry. We've got high-end pearls, and then we've got pearls that are more economical. These are freshwater pearls that range from $18 to $34. Can make it really nice present for any young person. Really cool. This is actually Joe Bird from Bellingham, Washington, which is really nice. Just makes it really fun to learn all these artists and their crafts, and just kind of trying to help people how to find the right present. So as long as you allow us to, talk to you, and then we'll kind of figure out what your loved one likes, and we'll try to steer you in the right direction. Sometimes if we don't have it, we'll try to contact the artist and figure out if we can get it into the store. So kind of a cool thing we do here. And then down here, we've got actually some glass pieces. I love glass pieces. I don't know about you, but just really fun stuff. This is actually the Glass Forge studio. This is the first time in the gallery. Just fun feather light bowls, which are stunning under really nice lighting. And then I guess we can go into the next room. The next room is actually more of our gift store side. So we do have some gifty stuff in the gallery. Because we are under a smaller footprint, we are making the best of the spaces. But believe it or not, we've got 4 times as more artists than the previous chapters of Millstream. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and take you on that side. Going to show you one more cool bird. This is by Byron Ives. We can't keep these birds because these, the minute they hit the store, they're immediately purchased. You just make hand carved. He's been represented all over the PNW, which is really nice. One of the lightings that I loved what Roger introduced into the store. We're continuing our relationship with Jana Ugon. Now, she's not in the PNW, but sometimes we bend the rules just to go with nature-driven artists, but the majority of our artists are from the Pacific Northwest. But with this lamp, just really cool stuff. In case you are looking for a greeting card, let's say there's a special occasion, birthday, anniversary, holiday, we are now working with only Pacific Northwest greeting card artists. And so a lot of these artists are so talented, and their story is really cool. Go variety. Just the design. So they really do fit in the store, from like wolf, mushrooms. We have a mushroom collection in the store. We have a raven collection as well. We know we have a strong chicken community on our island with the Bainbridge fowl. So we're bringing a lot more hens and chicken stuff. So from illustrations to cards, really cool stuff. One new thing that's going to surprise everyone in a positive way is that Millstream has gone into the gourmet world, because we know that with this pandemic, people are now thinking of gifts that are more practical, that you can actually consume, taste, affect the other senses. So we were actually bringing a lot of Pacific Northwest companies, and we go anywhere from like mustards, so around the holidays, or if you love mustard, we've got a nice variety in the store. It's pretty cool. This is the mustard collection. If I don't knock it down, so for $24.99, you get 5 of their best flavored mustard hits. This is usually our best hit right around any holiday, especially Christmas. Okay, I'll break the store. We just brought in this cool artist. I guess it's a company on Bainbridge Island. They make their own Bainbridge vegan treats. So if you are vegan and you miss jerky, we've got the Bainbridge vegan jerky, which we just added yesterday, which is pretty cool. The beauty about Millstream is that sometimes we make it our habit to talk to everyone. Hopefully they give us a time of day. One, because that was my experience coming into the store. So we want to repeat that with new customers and prior customers. And then sometimes you discover that the customers are themselves part of a company, or starting out, or they're an artist. And sometimes we try to bring it into the store, like this artist, which is pretty cool. I love, some people are like looking at me like he's talking to himself, because there's like this by yourself. Okay, we are bringing in also chutney. This is actually 3 Little Figs. I love this company. If we didn't have a pandemic, we'd be having this for Art Walk. This goes with charcuterie. This is chutney that's all like there's no preserves with this company, so all of their sweets actually come from the right fruit, which just makes it awesome. Some of the pottery that Roger has brought in. Roger was well known around the U.S. He actually knew Blazing Mud artists, and so we're continuing with these mugs, just ornate flowers. Just beautiful pieces. All right. And then, so yeah, I'm just going to quickly skim through the gourmet section. We still carry a lot of native pieces. Some of our commercial native artists. These are the beautiful dishes that Roger brought in. We're continuing all of that. All right, and now I'm going to take you to our constellation section. This is kind of what we're unveiling this year, and our constellation's only going to get bigger. We're bringing in a lot from like whiskey glasses. This is Cognitive Surplus, which is an Oregon company. Soapstones for your whiskey drinks. To Solar System, Kids Book, to the Moon Puzzle, which is awesome. We dip into a little bit of astrology, and so you can actually find your birthstones for $8, packaged really well. Makes it just a nice little gift that you can actually throw in. And then we get into our apparel. So we actually do have more apparel. We're actually concentrating on making islanders happy and also tourists happy. So you can get your hoodie and your shirt and your magnet and your sticker that says Bainbridge Island. And you can also, islanders can get shirts that are from the PNW that don't say Bainbridge, in case you don't want that. really cool company that we brought in is Fob Friday from Seattle. Really cute shirts. In the summertime, this is kind of what carried us in July. so we've got like, this is the cone of shame for all you dog lovers. Kind of understand this. This is a unisex shirt, so guys and girls wear this. This is usually where you can get your grandson, your kids, and so forth. Kind of cool and really soft. So we're also carrying the line that Roger introduced us into, and that's Marushka. Like, I just get really good taste, and so we're going to continue bringing Marushka into the store. Customers love her designs. Roger loved birds, and so we're continuing to bring that into the store. Just have a really good relationship with that company. And then we get into pottery. My favorite thing is pottery and jewelry. Pottery, we're continuing our relationship with Cascadia Stoneware. They're from Deming, Washington. They do a split casting process, husband and wife duo. So just the glazes themselves are just amazing. If I don't break any of them, but just check this out. I don't know how that translates on film, but if we actually run out, we can actually do custom orders for you. We have a variety of colors. So let's say you don't like the goldstone and you want to go with the seafoam green. You can just call me up. We'll do an order. Of course, we'll give you a senior center discount, which, by the way, we don't want to give all the pressure to Friday, but if you have your senior center fob, you can use it any day of the week. Just make sure to talk to any of our reps. It's not just Friday. So, you know, we love the senior center. So anytime you can go ahead and use the fob. So that's one new thing we kind of want to do. Right here, we actually have more Christopher Matthey pieces. We started in July with poppies. I love his work. And in the spring, we're going to be bringing in more botanical and floral stuff, which is pretty cool. Behind my desk, we've got Whales at Sunset. Maybe we can get like a wide shot of that. Awesome. Here we actually continue with our gourmet section. We've got some books. We actually lost a lot of books when I actually came into the ownership. We're bringing them back. So we're actually finding books that actually go with our collection: constellation, camping, hiking, anything nature driven. We're going to start bringing it back. And it's slowly. So some of the artists and some of the companies, they're a little slow in sending us stuff, but we are actually restocking on books. Here, one big thing is we brought in Fidalgo coffee from Burlington, Washington. I just love walking into the store and now smelling coffee and some of our candle aromas in the store. Just really makes it fun to work here. Check them out. We got the Tulip Festival blend to the Como Full Sun. This is actually our #1 seller. We have coffee grinder. In case you lose power on Bainbridge Island, you can just grind it yourself. You'll see me here in the morning kind of grinding coffee. So that was probably really loud on the mic, sorry. And then we've got like a Truman toddy. Like, so you can also have a hot toddy. You can give this to somebody if they love hot toddy, especially. We'll probably be having a special. We actually have a special right now going on. If you buy anything gourmet, the second item is 50% off. So you can get a hot toddy and a coffee bag and get 50% off on one of them. So it's kind of a cool thing if you want to start assembling presents or we're continuing with more of that. Cool variety of lamps. Now we have this artist who actually uses fishing rods. His prior really good fishing rods and made them into lamps. Maybe you're a cup of tea, maybe you know that fisher person in your life. And actually, look at this. This is the bait is like the switch. Isn't that cute? Now we go into the game world. So we've got a lot of games and toys that are PNW inspired. We've got like all the animal heads here. We've got an example of the puzzle, one down here. It's the shape of a cougar. That's a little mannequin. So we've got a lot of puzzles. Right now, we also have a puzzle and games promotion. If you buy one, the second one is 20% off, which makes it really cool if you love assembling puzzles. I can't do puzzles. I normally invite someone to start them and then I'll finish them. And we actually got these like paint by number kits. Really cool. L3, actually all from Portland, Oregon. So this company is pretty cool. So this, you got your mushroom, you've got your box, and if you can recognize this icon here, it's pretty cool. Could make it a really nice gift. Got some cool little animal toys here. More of our native ceramic mugs that have always been in the store and we still continue to carry. We've got more jewelry on this side. Like we are just drowning in jewelry, which is a good problem to have. So we've got petal connection on the very top. The fish hook earrings are all sterling silver. These are actual real flowers. Similar to the artist that I showed you before, these flowers are from around the world. This jeweler is from Kingston, Washington. Made sure to bring her into the store because I know Roger would have loved her. So we love, you know, St. Patrick's Day is coming up. We got the earrings. Somehow they found 2 four-leaf clovers. And we've got Wingstitution, which is also their separate company. They are harvested ethically, so they wait for the butterfly to actually live their lifespan, some a day, some a week or 2, and then they immortalize them by making these cool jewelry pieces. We still have Ebba, which is fused glass from Bellingham, Washington. These were like our #1 sellers. Little Christmas trees, they're darling. We can't stop selling these. These sell even in February. I'm pretty sure we're going to keep selling them. So really awesome. You could get postcards in our store too. Check out Alex Sanso's postcards. We still carry a lot of Alex Sanso stuff in the store, as everyone in town should. She's just really cool. Love her work. And then we've got, this is a potter that wanted to be in the store, wanted to come meet Roger. Unfortunately, the pandemic hit and that never happened. She also was represented in Polsbo. We brought her in. This is Barbara Goodfellow Child. We've got 3 separate collections. This is the khaki colors. We've got the nutmeg. She's actually going to be coming here tomorrow. This is actually low inventory. She's going to be restocking us with mugs and all this good stuff. So after tomorrow, you'll be seeing more photos of these online. She actually carves all her figurines, so it's not an imprint. She does that and all on her own. This guy's hiding here in the pottery world. Cool native pieces. We may not have a lot right now, but we bring in some really cool, authentic native pieces that are carved. This is like more of a modern. This is for anyone who loves hummingbirds. This is actually how you can hang it. And this is actually Trevor Hunt, well-known native carver. Just gonna see him back here. All right. Did anybody have any questions?
They have a travel mug, a pottery travel mug with Bainbridge on it. It was on the window.
Yeah. This is by Yvonne Pottery in Oregon. So this is the first color that's in. This is like a nice midnight blue. Makes it a cool present. We always want to know more about the artist, so you can kind of hear about her process. This is double glazed. Food grade safe, microwave, safe. A lot of the pottery we bring in, it's functional, so we make sure everything is safe and you can use it for cooking or for fermenting and so forth. But really cool. Signed. This is currently what we're currently marketing on our Facebook right now. But if you're thinking of a nice little memento, that could be it.
One of the items I bought at Christmas time was one of your blankets. Had a big eagle on the back, and I don't know what exactly on the front, but it was for my grandson. And oh my gosh, he loved it. We loved it. It was exciting.
Yeah, you pick out good presents in town, so hey.
I love your store so much, Derek. You know that. And
Thank you. It makes it fun. I think in July I was a little frazzled. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's big shoes to fill. One, it's like I come from the nonprofit world, so you may have heard of me from Bainbridge Pride and starting that here on the island. So community organizer, and then just jumping into this, not wanting to lose this institution, and giving it a go during a pandemic was very risky, and it still is. But this is really, I love this store. And so a lot of these artists are very thankful that we are open and that they have an avenue where they can, get compensated for a lot of their creation. So,
well, there you are on our splash that everybody gets every other month at the Senior Center at Millstream with your address, so that if you want to refresh yourself, go to your splash either online or the one you get in the mail, the paper copy, and you'll see all the Fob Friday businesses. But you know that Millstream will always have, my heart number one. So I just can't tell you. I have those Marushka shirts. I have one of every one of those. And we have, and I mean, I just love your store, and we buy lots of gifts there. And I just, if you can't find it at Millstream, it doesn't exist.
Just let me know what you're looking for, and then we'll try to find it. Yeah, so we get that a lot. So we get a lot of people that, if it's not here, we'll contact our artist and still get them something. Usually it's not about the right present, but it's a present that has a lot of meaning, and I think that's what this store has. A lot of artists put so much thought into what they create. Yeah, I'm gonna plug this artist. Photographer turned into jeweler. I'll zoom in on my dried out hand. So her photography is put on acrylic. It's sterling silver. For a reasonable price, the earrings go from $24. The necklace is $30. It's pretty good. It's before tax. But very P&W. I know Roger would have loved it. We love our trees here on Bainbridge Island, elsewhere too. And just kind of a cool collection.
Yeah.
Derek, that was wonderful. We've all got hooked. I really want to say thank you for extending the senior discount to every day, but if you want a present, we must just come to Millstream, because if we can't find it, you would help us find it for us. So I really appreciate all you've done.
I would think a good gift certificate would be good too, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Gift card.
Certificates, which are pretty cool. We've got a fairy on them. Just make this nice little present. Usually gift certificates are the way to go, because then, this story is all about exploring and finding things. You can find things a lot more now because we're kind of little, we're in a smaller space, but we're making, we're bringing in a lot of variety. So it makes it easier for you to figure out, okay, so this family member likes this and this member likes that. So
I appreciate you bringing in all the local artists too, because that really helps the community in two ways. It helps us buy their goods, and it also gives them some exposure. So thank you for doing that.